Et voilà. Hop. Et voilà, chers amis. On est donc parti. On va donc pouvoir se lancer à la colline de l'hiver éternel. Pour, je pense, la dernière partie de cette quête principale. La colline de l'hiver éternel. L'équipe doit comprendre la pionnière. Tous les membres de l'équipe doivent être au moins au niveau 30. Enfin, de toute façon, on n'aurait pas pu avancer plus loin. Hein. Sans. La gaming grip. Bon. Cette équipe est bonne. Allez-y, allons-y. Ils pensent vraiment qu'on va pas y arriver. Hein. Chez Bronia et Cocolia. Ah, Mia, t'es encore là?
Means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron and the heart of the eternal freeze.
Ah, on peut pas continuer là? Pas genre un coffre caché? Mais la cutscene du jeu. Respecter.
What is this? Oh, it's scary.
It's like an insect trapped in amber.
I bet the Antimatter Legion forces never thought they'd be swallowed up by the Eternal Freeze when they invaded this world. Even in the ice, could these guys still be alive?
Envie de les décongeler pour le savoir?
No, we've got enough on our plate.
Les membres gelés des Rangers du Néant sont éparpillés sur le chemin de la colline. Même l'impitoyable légion d'Antimatia est incapable de résister face à la puissance du gel éternel. Les Rangers du Néant restants ont été remarquablement bien conservés dans la glace. Mais pas vous empêcher de vous demander si Mage 7 n'a pas raison. Quoi qu'il en soit, vous pensez qu'il vaut mieux éviter les décongelés.
Did the architects build this?
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it look like the palm of a huge hand to you?
Ok, oui. On va ouvrir la carte.
Threatens us by taking Bronya hostage.
We have to save her. The underworld, no, the entire planet relies on her.
Encre de subsistance. On a les PV max. Elles sont là.
No. Do not resist, Bronya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon
on their promised future, Branya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist? To cover our ears instead of hearing the call? It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Zila?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish! We're not going down before you do! Branya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Spellbog a besoin de toi, Brunia.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. A subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, I would descend into torment. Branya. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Branya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now. Choose, my daughter.
grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are guardians, Mother. Chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Branya. Pity. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
Ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign.
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you! Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the Architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you! This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
Let's go.
Huh.
Scared yet?
Like tempo! Engine, break them!
Ok, ça va.
We have to stop it.
Time for a shot. You're in bad shape.
Ok, il est pas mort.
Let's make it quick.
Ok.
I'm okay. Let's go. Take this!
Scared yet?
A gift from the stars. This song's just for you.
Turn up the volume. giant like this down. Savor the vigor of it.
Let's make it quick.
Everything's ordained by the stars.
Oui, je vais heal, t'inquiète.
Found the secrets of the stars.
Je pensais à la même chose.
These trailblazers, your blessing.
D'abord, Asta va augmenter la vitesse.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
On en décomposition.
Who's the lucky one today?
Ok.
Rules are made to be broken.
Merci, je les bras, c'est les deux. Voilà, c'est bon. Ah, je vois, ok, laissez-les. C'est pour ça que je me disais bien qu'il y a un perso qui manque. Mais bon. Ouais, Asta.
Here comes the medicine. Saving.
Pretty good crowd today. Ready to lose yourself?
Fight it or rock with it.
My music. Conquer us all! Keep up. My tempo!
Hop là.
A gift from the stars. That'll take nap time.
This song's just for you. Turn up
Voilà.
the volume.
Je vois ce qui va se passer. Produit de l'âge d'or. Qu'est-ce que ça fait? Ça me dit même à capacité. Cette charge bénéficie de 9 cumuls de jauge de réminiscence. Dans une personne de l'âge d'or, la prochaine action. Un cumul de jauge de réminiscence. Ah!
A guest with no manners, huh?
De toute façon, madame, je crois que vous êtes un peu d'homme mort,
The
non?
lucky one today. Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
Petite frappe satellitaire.
It's Himeko.
Hello? Can you... The signal's terrible.
Himeko, you finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Well done, been up on the and you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how did that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
I'll cover you.
Grab hold of me!
granted by them! Listen to the power surge! Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world! Stay alert.
Ok. Donc 1,1v1.
Just a scratch. Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Bon, on n'a même pas sa faiblesse.
Let's make it.
On va tout donner, mais on la battra pas comme ça.
Let's go. Let's make it quick.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Bon, je sais pas si c'est une bonne idée de transpercer une bombe vivante.
Is this the universe? But I was fighting Cocolia. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
Vraiment vous enfuir de ce jeu étrange et de revenir à la réalité.
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal district for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Japard.
I'm not sure that they're dead. I saw their broken figures lingering in the fragmentum. What happened back there defied all reason. It was madness. Madam Guardian, if this continues...
I know well the consequences, Japard. You may leave.
Par contre, le moment où on a vu Nanook, je m'en souviens pas.
Isn't this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research. We can finally see them come to fruition. Give me some soldiers and I'll locate the Stellaron and find out how to save our world.
You need to come to your senses, Serval.
Come to my senses? What are you...
Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her to rest. Sequester her lab and detain the researchers. Their work is illegal.
Why, Cocolia? Why have you grown so cold?
Serval Landau, you were my most cherished friend.
Madame Cocolia, the monsters are surging this way. It's too dangerous here.
Foolish. Weak.
What? Madam, what are you saying?
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear. Feast on their willful ignorance! Absolve them of their stupidity and fear!
Mother, I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make, Branya. As a leader, you must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every Silver Mane guard in the city, all of us must carry out a higher mission. There will come a day when you must make your own choice. Do you understand?
A higher mission?
It is too early, Branya. Still too early. You will understand when the time is right.
The city is drowning in tears. The power of the preservation is fading. We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all.
Cocolia a abandonné la préservation.
Yes, but we have no right to judge. The fragmentum had been expanding for the past 700 years. There is no faith nor wealth left for our successors. Only despair. To see the home we vowed to preserve wither away. That in itself is torture. Not to mention the haunting whisper of temptation. The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us.
Alors laissons d'autres personnes accomplir la volonté de la préservation.
You are but a stranger to us. And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours. So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost? Touch the light of the Amber, Trailblazer. See if your will can attract their gaze.
Allez, la préservation. Non, ce n'est pas possible.
Observation has made its choice.
Nothing of the wait for its final end.
Even if we are doomed to destruction, walking hand in hand into the darkness. No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
The Stellaron changes everything.
Stay alert.
Un œil est verrouillé par un ennemi. Il faut utiliser la compétence de Stell. Hop, la défense. On peut donc provoquer les ennemis à atterrir les attaques de Corocolia.
Defend the weak.
Très bien.
Who's the lucky one today?
Allez, on y va.
Turn up, football! Naughty children, don't listen. Now.
La volonté du magma s'accumule quand Stell subit une attaque. Ouais. Consomme 4 cumules pour utiliser l'attaque normale renforcée. Ah, 6 sur 8, donc on a déjà 4.
I don't remember inviting you.
Ok, donc elle est devenue pyro, c'est ça. En passant à la préservation.
A gift from the stars.
My tempo!
Time for a shot. You're in batch.
She will not take away our home.
La création est utilisée pour détruire la lance du géant.
Time to
L'action d'une cible alliée peut charger le moteur de la création et déclencher colère de création de préservation.
go on the offensive.
Everything's ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Là, pour le moment de la vitesse.
A guest with no manners, huh? Who's the lucky one today?
Hop là, Serval.
Recognize yourself?
Vas-y.
Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all. Turn up the volume. Savor the vigor.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward. Fracture.
A gift from the stars.
Attention, elle a plusieurs barres de vie. Hein.
My tempo!
Naughty children, you're in batch.
The Stellaron changes everything.
structure.
Time for the main event.
Turn up the volume.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
Now,
To brave new world. I'm on guard. The only redemption.
Hop là.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Ah ok, elle a bloqué Asta.
time for a shot. You're in batch.
Fin de l'effet d'emprisonnement.
Fighting you.
Ah,
A gift.
re-bienvenue parmi nous, Asta.
The power of the Stellaron is with me!
We made a choice,
You are but cinders of the old world, soon to become ashes!
J'espère que je vais pas être démonétisé. Bon, de toute façon, je suis pas monétisé, mais... Bon, c'est le moment d'utiliser le cadeau de la Renaissance.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Turn up the volume.
That'll take more than that.
Who's the lucky one today?
Voilà, qu'est-ce que tu fais maintenant, Cocolia?
To the finish. Pretty good crowd today.
My tempo.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music.
Conquer us all.
Everything's ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. A gift from the stars.
Allez, allons-y. On en finit. Non. Ok, on finit avec la deuxième barre de vie.
Of a new world!
Ouh. Non, Natacha.
This song's just for you.
Turn up the volume.
Scared yet? Who's the lucky one today?
Hop, bim. Akuma terminé. Ah, parfait.
The Stellaron promised us the future. It will become everything!
It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wow. That was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll steal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Eurilo 6 has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you.
Tu comptes faire quoi maintenant?
This victory is only the beginning for Belobog. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
Bon, dis-leur la vérité.
Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Seela...
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Bon. D'accord, optons pour cette version.
Thank you for understanding. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seela. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Zila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabard and serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
S'il emmène Bronya avec toi. Va aller apporter le message au souterrain.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
On t'a vu, attention. Ouais. C'est la deuxième fois que je me sacrifie pour toi, March. Ah, ok. Ah oui. Ah oui, je vois. Donc, ce qu'on a vu Nanook, c'est lorsque la bête du jugement derrière nous a tués. J'ai vu Clifford, la préservation.
You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
She probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Ouais, il faut faut clore cette histoire. Vivre une nouvelle fois. La préservation. Ah ouais, donc on n'avait pas vu l'image. Ah, donc il y a Serval et il y a des pas derrière. Natasha, t'allais avoir l'allure. Oui, c'est Natasha, on n'aurait pas gagné, hein. Ça c'est garanti. Donc là, on est passé pyro. Oh, l'épreuve de l'équilibre. Bon. Il faut faire Winter et Fate. Ouvrez l'écran de perso pour modifier la voix. L'interface des voix a changé. On va débloquer par stealth s'affiche ici. Donc, vous pouvez changer librement de voix parmi celles débloquées. Non, on va garder la destruction pour l'instant. Bon, on va y voir. J'étais là pendant tout le fight. Ok, j'espère que c'était beau à voir. Ça passe ou ça casse, infliger 4 ruptures. Hop. Ça va pour infliger le coup de grâce à Cocolia. Ah oui. Vaincre l'ombre gardienne sans rend l'enragé. Interrompre l'utilisation de colère des saintes des saints des terres d'hiver et Cocolia lorsqu'elle est en état de charge. Ok. Transformer Bellobog en commençant par moi. Première étape, vaincre la gardienne suprême Cocolia. Hop. Moi, pionnier, emporter la voie de la préservation. Il y en a un autre. Ah, pas pour l'instant. Elle va peut-être arriver plus tard. Activer 14 encres spatiales à Bellobog. Pas du Luofo de Kishenzu, on n'y est pas encore, non? Mais bientôt. Bon, j'espère. Donc là, il n'y a rien qui a changé. Bon.
Are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere? Do you feel dizzy, tired, or...
I don't know, Zila. I feel cold all over.
Isn't that normal? This place is freezing.
Oh, let's get out of here before you catch a cold too.
Don't worry, I'm a tough cookie. Here, hold on to me. Let's go.
Bon. Et le Big Robot, il est passé où? Voilà, on voit toujours une main. Bon. Ben, on saura peut-être un jour. Voilà, il y a juste la main. Bref. Retournons à la ville de Boulder. On va aller voir Madame Natacha.
Look, there's a big crowd around the clinic. Do you think they felt the effects of the battle just now? Let's go ask around.
Tiens, on a un message de Dune.
Natasha, Oleg, hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
Mm-hmm. You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then...
Alors, regarde.
Maybe she should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
Racontez ce qui s'est passé, Danning. Non. La gardienne s'est sacrifiée pour sceller le stellar.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Silence. Marche.
Cocolia. In order to save Bellobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Ah, oui, ça a été une victoire difficile.
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. Oh, what about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope.
Compte sur nous.
Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Par Hook, évidemment. Qui d'autre?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly. This should be Wildfire's final mission. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition. Hook does always talk about wanting to go on a Rivet Town adventure. Ugh, this could be bad.
Ah là là, il faut qu'on y chasse jusqu'à la ville de Rivette, c'est ça? Ah là là, aïe aïe aïe. Bon, Hook, t'es où? Saligo.
49, 50.
Julien.
You're not. Here I come.
Found you! You ran all the way out here just to play hide and seek? It's too dangerous.
Miss March, didn't you go back to the surface?
Since when did I become Miss March? And where's Hook and the others? Come on, call them over.
We just started playing. Can't we finish this round first?
Ah. N'en dis pas plus, ça va être du gâteau. Si on avait des sucettes, il se rendrait en moins de 2. Oh, non, allez, voilà, ça dit gâteau.
Seasoned pros, I see.
Ouais, on est des pros de recherche.
It wasn't like I wanted to play. The kids forced us to.
Actually, I sort of want to go play on the swings for a while. I'll leave the seeking to you guys.
Ouais, ouais. Aïe, aïe, c'est gamin. Bon, allons chercher. Bon, au moins c'est dans le coin, donc ça va pas durer longtemps. Bon. Eh oh, vu.
Aha! Gotcha!
Huh? Grown-ups? Where's Julian? So he is a scaredy cat. I knew he'd get someone else to talk to me.
Eh ben, voilà qui explique son envie soudaine d'aller faire de la balançoire.
You should be happy it's us and not Natasha. If she had found you, you'd be in big trouble already.
I guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go find Julian.
Ah, vas-y, botte-lui les fesses. Bon. Hook, t'es où? Si ça se trouve, après, on va... Ah, on va faire le truc et on va trouver... On va avoir Hook. Ah. Hook. Cachou. Non, probablement pas plus bas. Hein. Oui, j'ai compris que c'était une fille, merci. C'était plutôt évident. Hein. Par contre, elle est où? Ah bah voilà, pas évidemment.
Hook! Got you again!
Huh? What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, wait till I get my hands on Julian, that traitor. Where's his integrity?
What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out here to Rivet Town, didn't you?
I did not. The moles hold a vote on all our expedition destinations.
Semble t'inspire, Hook. On a d'excellentes nouvelles.
Fine, I will. But it better be exciting.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go and find Julian. Hide and seek update. Astral Express Crew 2, the Mole 0.
Page d'Astral Express 2, Top 0. Comment ça, t'as découvert ça longtemps après? Mais c'est obvious! Aïe, aïe, aïe. T'es pas très perspicace, j'ai l'impression, hein.
Celebrate while you can. Hide and seek is best at 5, you know. Anyway, enough about hide and seek. You came all this way to tell the mole something, so spit it out.
Do you want to do the honors?
Racontez autour vos exploits.
Uh-huh. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything?
Look, Julian.
L'histoire était-elle si effrayante que ça?
Hey! Wipe your tears, Julian! You're second in command. No crying in front of grown-ups. You three, listen up. Starting from today, you are the mole's #1 rivals.
Rivals? Why the heck are we rivals now? What are you talking about?
Puck and Julian always wanted to defeat the villains on the surface and take back our homeland. But it sounds like you grown-ups just stole their thunder.
On leur a volé la vedette. Que j'ai vu. Quand t'as fait sa mission, tu l'as su. Aïe, aïe, aïe.
You think we're gonna accept defeat just like that? One day, the moles will be the heroes of the underworld and the overworld. Then everyone will sit and
Par faire attention à vous?
Yeah, sit up and take notice. I would have figured it out myself. I didn't need you to remind me.
So that's why you were so silent. If you want to be as awesome as us, you better start training every day.
And start listening to Natasha.
Training every day? Listening to the old witch? Will that really make us as awesome as you guys? In that case, deal! Julie and Alina, let's run back to the town. Training starts today. Yes, boss. Understood.
En plus, dans les commentaires, ils le disent, c'est obvious.
Alina, I can give you a piggyback if you can't make it.
Putain, Julien le dragueur. Bon, on a un nouveau message. Celeron et scellé, la station spatiale se dissipe progressivement. Bon boulot. Bah, on rentre bientôt. Ne vous précipitez pas, allez à votre rythme. Massa Express attendra que vous soyez prêts à partir. Formidable! Pas envie d'un jus de fruits. Pom-pom m'en doit un, justement. Quand on voit les choses, Jarrell 6. Pas tellement bien, même si l'influence du Celeron est retombée, le fragmentum qui s'y trouve est trop profondément enraciné. L'éthanel s'est maintenu très longtemps, suffisamment pour que l'écosystème de la planète se retrouve gravement impacté. Par contre, la planète recouvrira sans doute pas sa vitalité avant des milliers d'années. Oh, comment est-ce possible? On peut rien faire pour y remédier? En tant que pionnier, votre mission est déjà un succès. Le destin de ce monde est désormais entre les mains de ses habitants. L'humanité a toujours lutté contre les conditions austères, elle a toujours su se développer malgré les difficultés. Maintenant que le gel éternel s'est résorbé... Bon bah on attend. C'est pas. Non, c'était la grande fougue. T'as mal lu. Ah, bon. Maintenant que le gel éternel s'est résorbé, le fragmentum a perdu sa force d'expansion. Charlie aussi se remettra sur pied avec confiance en la persévérance de sa population. J'ai été un sursaut d'énergie spatiale à haute fréquence au nord de Jarrell 6. C'est pour y voir le coup d'y jeter un œil. Ne t'inquiète pas, cette énergie n'est pas liée au Stellaron. C'était qu'un écho laissé par la disparition d'une distorsion spatiale. À l'intérieur de l'écho, notre perception habituelle de l'espace-temps est radicalement modifiée, au point que les scènes de notre propre passé peuvent être recréées. Si tu es d'humeur et que tu souhaites revivre ces aventures mémorables, tu peux tenter ta chance sur les lieux de ces échos.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
Bon, nous avons promis. On a fait le possible, c'est une question de temps.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Relevez les souvenirs des combats contre de puissants ennemis et obtenez des matériaux de traces, ainsi que des cônes de lumière. Bon. Oui, je sais. Ah, écho de la guerre. Semaine, la fin du gel éternel, les débuts de la destruction. Ah! Lui là, c'est le... Ouais, je crois que c'est lui, ouais. Bête du jugement dernier, ouais. C'est un fléau fabriqué de la forge de la guerre en utilisant les restes d'un léviathan et les os de la lamentation d'un millier de morts. Il aspire à sa propre destruction et à celle de l'univers. Bon. On a une caverne, ouais, donc ça on sait. De la providence. Ah, ok. Et là on peut avoir... Karaté des neiges hurlantes. Les dégâts subis. Génie des étoiles, augmente les dégâts quantiques de 10%. Bon.
It's getting late. Where to now?
C'est pas genre une nouvelle quête. Cocolia a été vaincu et l'influence du Stellaron s'est affaiblie avec sa disparition. Vous avez annoncé la nouvelle. Qu'est-ce sera votre rapport? Ouais, surtout pas de ce que Velt vous a envoyé, du moins pour le moment. Bon, on va continuer encore un petit peu.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness.
Un cas blessé actuel, ne paniquer, laisse le docteur s'en occuper.
Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help.
Prochaine fois, on pourra peut-être envoyer un message de groupe.
Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Ouais, donc apparemment ça a l'air d'être de faire le tour et de voir tout le monde. Donc on va laisser, on va s'occuper de ça jusqu'à ce qu'ils disent OK, c'est bon.
Outsiders, friends of Clara.
Salut Perkins.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
Ah, c'est bon. Ah, tiens, il y a une maison. J'avais même pas vu. Ces gens n'ont rien à dire? Non, ils n'ont rien à dire. Vas-y, Perkins. Ah bah, ils sont là.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
Et un surnom de plus à ajouter à la collection.
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Une de tes vieilles connaissances?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now, Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Je suis certaine que c'est ce que l'avenir te réserve.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
Ah, nouveau message. Ah, de Branya. Marche, Dan Hengst, vous avez vu? Cet android peut envoyer des messages. Ah! Les goûts en matière d'autocollants sont... Message reçu sans problème, on va rien dire. Merci pour tout ce que vous avez fait pour Bellobog. Heureusement, j'ai déjà donné le garde de la crinière d'argent de mettre immédiatement fin au blocus qui sépare le surmonde et le souterrain. Les habitants du souterrain ont déjà dû recevoir l'information. Pour avoir été fermé pendant près de 10 ans, le funiculaire devrait à nouveau ouvrir ses portes. Si vous voulez bien, j'aimerais que vous assistiez à ma cérémonie de succession dans le surmonde. Youhou! On raterait ça pour rien au monde, pour rien dans l'univers. On s'ira là-bas. Très bien, on se voit là-bas. Ah, les roses. Bon.
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it.
Elle adressée à tout. Ouais. Bon. The funiculaire. Oui, the funiculaire. Ah. On va prendre le funiculaire. Et non, on revient pas pour tuer Svarog. Non, 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 non. On aura besoin de lui lorsqu'on récupérera Clara.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
Je vais aller m'installer à la table des enfants. Et comme une odeur de liberté comme dans l'air.
I smell it too.
Je l'aurais pas épargné. T'es un sans-cœur. Bref.
For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. And when you're ready, let's go home.
Parler au conducteur du funiculaire. Oh, un papier.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
Non, le moustique, c'est autre chose. Avez-vous un permis pour ça?
Oh, I'm afraid you might have to make an exception, miss. My license has expired, and I haven't had the chance to go up and renew it for 10 years now. So, ready to climb aboard?
Bon, je pense qu'il n'y a pas le choix.
Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling.
Il y a Clara, il y a Hook.
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
Ah, il est venu nous arrêter.
He must have recovered quickly.
Bon, ça a l'air d'être un... Ça a l'air d'être... Ah, et ben il est là le niveau souterrain de cet endroit. Monsieur Japard, comment allez-vous?
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Bon, tu ne faisais que ton travail.
Thanks for understanding. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Uh-huh. That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Sûr. On a que ça à faire. On a plus que ça à faire. Let's go! C'est quoi le message qu'on a là? Ah oui, c'est vrai, il y a Dune qui nous a envoyé un message. Comment ça va? Les gardes ne sont plus à mes trousses. Au moins les gars ne sont plus à Métros. Je te le fais pas dire. Écoute, notre amitié a commencé après notre combat. Après cette bataille contre tous, j'ai méticuleusement réexaminé les sécurités de la zone réglementée. Je pense qu'il est temps de réaliser un gros exercice militaire pour mettre à l'épreuve la vigilance et la capacité défensive des nouvelles recrues. Donc... Je rêve que tu sois l'instructeur en chef, et que tu diriges l'exercice de la zone réglementée de la garde de la crinière d'argent. S'il te plaît, les jeunes gardes de la crinière d'argent ont besoin de tes conseils avisés. Viens me voir dans la zone disponible. Putain, mais il a des couilles pour demander ce genre de choses. Comment vas-tu, ça te quitte Bellobug? Je vais bientôt partir. Hop. Oh vraiment, je ne vais pas te déranger dans ce cas. Pas de problème, chef. Je vais aller droit au but, j'ai besoin de ton aide. Évidemment, il y a plein de quêtes qui arrivent. Je suis revenu il y a peu dans ce monde, j'ai à peine eu le temps de m'installer, que les gars de la crinière d'argent insistent déjà pour que je sois leur conseiller. J'ai à peine de mettre un terme à cette histoire, et ces imbéciles impatients sont déjà en train de lancer une contre-offensive dans le fragmentum. Et en ce qui concerne le fragmentum, je pense que tu es la seule personne qui puisse apporter son expertise. Encore devoir me battre? Probablement, ouais. On peut dire ça. Bah oui, mais c'est que je dis d'une. Putain, mais... Mais ça se dit pareil. Pas... Bon. Je vais dire ça. Si tu prévois de rejoindre l'offensive, rapproche-toi d'un officier de liaison du nom de William de la zone réglementée électronique de la crinière d'argent. Le fragmentum qui va nettoyer s'appelle le couloir des échos faiblissants. C'est un achat de poule, n'est-ce pas? Mais ce sera un jeu d'enfant pour toi. Bon. Ah, nous avons des quêtes, évidemment. Putain, tellement de quêtes. De la guerre. Ouais. Ouais, effectivement, bien sûr. Bronia. Allez. J'aimerais terminer les vœux avant 4h du matin. Bronia va faire son grand discours.
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
C'est quand je fais le nom. Désolé, Matt Bedam.
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering, and in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Voilà. Pas de temps pour moi, mon ami. Bon. Alors, on voit Bronya.
Bronya, we're back!
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control.
Tu as pu récupérer? S'il n'est pas venu au discours. Mais si, elle était là, on l'a vu dans la foule.
Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Partout qu'il parlait de préserver les graines de la civilisation était vrai.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Faut parler à Bronya des observations de Veld.
Which means... the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
Les Stellaron sont des entités horribles.
I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
Bon, Plastra Express fera tout son possible pour aider.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Ouais!
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
Déjà de 1 à 5, quelle note donnerez-vous à cette aventure?
2.5.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
Pile de documents. J'ai pas envie d'avoir ce... Je veux pas envie d'être celui qui devra s'occuper de tout ce travail. Bref. Je sens de combattre encore une centaine de monstres. Allez, on va dire ça.
That's the spirit. Come on, we should take some more photos before we head back to the express. Let's go. One more round in the administrative district.
Des ornements planaires. Ouais, encore des bonus. Oui, je sais. Ouais, il y a ça. L'interface. C'est quoi ça? Fournir des multiples stats spéciales, équiper les ornements planaires, équiper, ouais. Obtenir les ornements, ok. Bon, on a plus ou moins tout débloqué. Hop. Rendons-nous au monument. Au monument, le monument. 22 points. 5.
Rania said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious.
Bronia ne vivra probablement pas aussi longtemps. Tiens, il y a Hook.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time. Oh, Kayla and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background.
On pourrait peut-être essayer une composition plus propre pour celle-ci. Bonne idée, montre-leur les photos là, ce qu'on aura terminé. Ah non, c'est F, pas espace. Voilà, une petite photo avec Hook. Oui, c'est même Valas dessus.
Oh, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Ah, Geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale.
Regardez, j'ai pris une photo de vous.
Photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it.
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture. And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome. Can Hook have it?
You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Go! Ouais, donc... Ouais, ornement planaire avec Erta qui est là, qui ne nous salue pas, vu qu'Erta... Erta, c'est Erta, voilà.
Didn't your parents tell you to knock before... It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big sister? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Ah là là. Tu es toujours à la recherche d'assistants pour l'atelier?
Hey, that's not your line. We're here to take a photo, remember?
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses?
Hop.
Keep at it.
Non, c'est une mauvaise touche. Voilà.
Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
Rire étouffé, je l'ai fait aussi. Hein.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it.
Préfère ne rien
Farewell
dire.
gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big Sister, March, Danhung, thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
Oh là là, Monsieur Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on. Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Si ça dure plus longtemps, je ferai les vœux demain. Bon, on est déjà demain, mais... Hop. Allez, petit repos. Dommagez pas la fatigue. Au lit! Au toit de la création, Cocolia, un espace éthéré, l'orga de la préservation. Votre mémoire fragmentée de la bataille forme une vision floue et réelle. Au milieu de cette série d'événements effrénés, vous voyez le moment où Cocolia périt avec le Stellaron. Une voix étrange et grave s'adresse à vous. Le roi se dissipe rapidement. Essayez de vous souvenir de ce que vous avez vu dans ces instants éphémères, vous ne trouvez aucune trace. Du coup, vous l'entendez à nouveau, une voix de femme dans votre oreille.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Ah, c'était Kafka.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No! I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kuski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that, but if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Danhung.
Prêt-vous à partir. Bon. Ok, donc préparez-vous à partir. Donc là, on partirait directement vers le prochain monde. Donc on va s'arrêter là.
Morning. How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
Ouais. J'ai rêvé de Sampo.
You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Oui, on va laisser cette partie, commencer la prochaine partie pour faire les vœux. Les sauts. Ah, c'est du Belobog, ouais. Bon, voilà, donc on va couper là. Donc on va faire une micro-pause. Puis on passera au vœu de débutant. Et peut-être encore un peu plus, faudra voir. Donc, chers amis, n'hésitez pas, à ceux qui ont vu la rediffusion, de laisser un pouce bleu, vous abonner, à commenter. Et on se retrouve donc dans 3 minutes pour les sauts. Voilà. Hop, donc à tout de suite tout le monde pour la suite.